I was listening to a podcast to better understand about drag and all this and try to piece together what exactly the controversy is. I still can't find out what the controversy is because it doesn't seem to be one. Because the drag queens or kings that were talking were saying the story times they have to be kid appropriate, meaning full dresses or whatever. Yeah, appropriate clothes. Nothing sexual about it. Yeah, which watching a bunch of different videos, I haven't seen anything that leads to that. And then I started thinking, I grew up in the 80s, 90s, and we had Mrs. Doubtfire. And of course, my mind goes, but that wasn't the point of the story, but it was, you know. And the person that dressed him up was gay, I think. And was into the makeup and all that. Then I think about that Tom Hanks was in a TV show where he was always in drag, or most of the time in drag. The movie Tootsie with Dustin Hoffman in drag. That movie that has Sylvester, not Sylvester, has Patrick Swayze and um, Wesley Snipes in drag. Wesley Snipes, Blade, in drag. And nobody had a problem with this back in the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. But now we have a problem with it. And you try to say Mrs. Doubtfire wasn't for kids, you got a problem. One of these drag performers that has is part of a community of drag performers, he was saying how, pretty much they're clowns. They're to joke and educate at the same time. You know, reading books, giving kids something to look at, something to get their attention more, and that's how kids' minds work. They're listening to the story when there's engaging objects and stuff around. But, it's a sign that we've been stepping backwards real bad if now I can look at it and see all this different drag stuff that was before and like, why are y'all having a problem now? You ought to be looking at the Baptist Church, the Catholic Church, and all the other churches that have all this actual grooming and pedophilia in them that has been proven and demand justice there. Yeah, that would be a better start than terrorizing kids at a damn library.